Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So yeah, we are again similar to Bitcoin, also in an environment where we could be in a wave 2 support area. And I did say it before, Ethereum just looks more bullish than Bitcoin. It just does for two reasons. The first reason is that we have a higher low in November than Bitcoin. That could mean if this whole section and structure extends further to the upside, that Ethereum is already a step ahead of Bitcoin, because Ethereum would have another 1-2 setup in front of it. Yeah, made one basically between June and August, whereas Bitcoin didn't. Okay, so we have here a possible 1-2 setup, and here another 1-2 setup as a possibility. That could take us in the next step higher, and then we would get 5 waves, yeah, which would complete the third wave. The green third wave. Then there would be a green fourth, a green fifth, which would only complete the white third. Yeah, so that's how it can escalate higher in this 1-2 setup. That's of course the bullish interpretation. Now it could still be similar to Bitcoin, some kind of a flat pattern, but it's unlikely. Okay, it's completely different structure than Bitcoin. Bitcoin structure is a bit flawed and it looks like a flat. I did explain that in the Bitcoin videos. Ethereum's can't really be a flat. Not really, okay? The reason is that it would have to be an A wave. I mean, it's possible, but it's sort of, less likely. This even looks a bit like a WXY pattern if it has to be one, yeah, WXY, but we would say this is a B wave. In the bearish interpretation, this would be a C wave. Very short compared to the A and the B, yeah, so very short. And that makes it indeed unlikely that this is a flat pattern. Let me just do a bit of measurement here. And again, that's very wave nerd style, but okay. Also here, you would normally expect that the wave, that low basically bottomed around the 78.6 fib. It's not quite enough for a flat pattern. Okay, so ideally this should have come down a little lower, and then this move should have gone higher. That's the situation on Bitcoin, yeah, on the Bitcoin chart. Here not. So what we actually have is that the move of the June lows to the highs in August is actually quite long compared to this move, which actually is suggestive of further upside. Yeah, that's why I have a different vision or view of the ETH chart than the Bitcoin chart. Here I'm leaning more bullish, whereas on the Bitcoin chart I'm actually leaning more bearish. But in the end, the question is who's lying, who's right, who's not. Therefore, I'm keeping an open mind on both charts, and I think that is very, very useful to be prepared for the different scenarios. But one thing that I have always, stuff I use in the background. If we have a wave 1 like this one, you take the length, right, and you go to the low of that wave 2, and you measure the length of the wave 1 of a possible third wave, because this would be the wave 1 of wave 3, yeah. Wave 1 to the upside, then a wave 2 down. If that wave 1 is below the 61.8 extension, and it is, yeah, if that wave 1 ended below that level, that is quite suggestive of a third wave rally. If it had been a bit longer, maybe even all the way here to the 1-to-1 ratio or even higher, then it normally suggests rather that this is going to be just a 3-wave structure. This here could turn really into something more bullish, more likely than Bitcoin. Yeah, so we've got a short wave 1 compared to the larger wave 1 that was before it, and that is quite a reliable signal that a third wave could indeed be starting. Just as an explanation. That's stuff I don't normally share too much, but it's, it's the secret, the secret sauce, as you want. Anyway, yeah, so, I mean, again, this could, of course, also break down. And if we break below 12.18, then this is going to go through and we will retest the $1,000 level. Now let's take a look at the short term. So obviously we've got 5 waves up of the November lows and a possible 3-wave move down. Currently it doesn't look that it has bottomed yet. It looks like we get one more low here, even though it's obviously pushing quite a bit today as well, actually. Oh yeah. So yeah, it has just about done a bit of an overlap with that, because we said in the previous video, right, that we could also more, you know, on the lower time frame here, also more bullish than Bitcoin. We could get a 5-wave move out of this, but yeah, it's done an overlap with that possible first wave. At the moment, it's a 3-wave move to the upside, yeah, A, B, C, and as long as we don't break and sustain above 1480, my focus will be still on the downside. Now again, it could be just sideways on the weekend, in some kind of a 4th wave triangle, but we only have 3 waves up. So unless I get a 5th wave and break above 1480, I am going to remain focused for one more low, but then I'm very open that we could get a more lasting bottom in place here for ETH. It's going to be very interesting. At the moment, we're pushing against the 50% retracement again, target for that 4th wave. Any higher than that, while sustaining higher, will make a breakout, a direct breakout to the upside more likely. Talked about that in the previous video as well, that at the moment we can understand this as an ABC structure, but if we bottom here, it will be a WXY. Now WXY can never really be the first choice, but it would have to be if we only make 3 waves down. Then it's a WXY. Yeah, okay, and that's my update about Ethereum. Maybe one more thing to mention here. Should we make that additional low in the 5th wave of the C wave, then the common, or let's say the levels to watch are 1362, 1304, no, 1362, 1330, 1304, and 1278. And they are the relevant levels to watch. Not all of them are super reliable, but they are sort of, you know, valid and legit ways of calculating targets. So they are certainly something to pay attention to. But if we now break above 1480, we may not need to watch for these prices anymore, because it then would indicate that we actually have a bit of a rally in place. And as you can see here on the right hand side, quite a bit of red in the crypto market today, and only a few cryptos doing well, including Bitcoin and Ethereum actually. Okay, that's my update about Ethereum. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.